Hey, look at there. You see him? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home Red State Update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
Hey there, it's Jackie Brawls.
Hey, Jackie.
Happy anniversary, Dunlap.
No,
Huh?
not yet.
What do you mean?
Next week.
I thought this is an anniversary show.
I don't think it works like that. This is 52, episode 52.
Yeah.
Right? So, 52 episodes, 52 weeks in a year.
I can't keep up with all the numbers. Hell.
Next week will be starting over week 1 of our second year doing this shit.
We ain't done it but 1 year. If you do it one time after that, that's starting
Starts the next year.
All right.
I think that's how it works, right? Yeah. I don't know. Fuck it. Next week is our 1 year anniversary.
Well, I could have swore today I was ready to do the special anniversary show and all that, but hell, I guess I'll wait next week. I'll wait, yeah.
What were you going to do for the anniversary, Jackie?
I ain't going to ruin it now, am I?
I mean,
I'm
it
gonna
looked
save it
exactly
till
the
next week.
same. You didn't come down here with a sack.
Ideas in my head. Can't nobody say nothing on here
Why
anyway.
don't you just give us a little teaser of some of these ideas, Jackie? Like little jokes you were going to do, or maybe you're going to read a poem dedicated to me, your partner.
I wasn't going to read no poem like that, no. No. None of that's what it was. You'll wait till next week. I'll be ready. I'll remember all this stuff. I'll write some of it down.
You ain't going to remember. You can't even remember where you live, and you live there.
Oh, hell, I know where
years.
I live. I just couldn't remember my anniversary. I could swore it was today, a year-long anniversary.
Nope.
Yeah, well, I'll come
Nope.
ready. I'll come ready next time.
Yeah, we got to have a big anniversary show, folks. I don't want y'all to think that we just sit on our laurels, rest on our laurels here at the Red State Update podcast. We are always thinking of you, our fans, and what we can do to make y'all happier and bring y'all closer to the Lord.
Well, yeah, it'd be nice if that happens too, yeah.
Everybody
Everybody needs that, yeah.
If next week we switched over to just like a evangelical, like a Christian, like Bible study podcast.
That's funny you say that, because I was going to start the anniversary show off with a prayer. Wow. Ain't nothing funny about prayer.
I thought you were joking. I'm sorry.
I was going to start it off just pray for, being around to still do this, and for all people that are still being around to listen to it. That's just a prayer.
Oh.
I guess I ruined that, and I should have said nothing. I ruined that now.
Yeah, best just throw that onto the dust pile of history.
Well, I was going to start it off with a prayer, and I should have just kept going, but I'd been wrong if I'd have done that, because I'd had a day off. Wrong.
Yeah, no
Wrong
reason
day.
to do 2 prayers.
Well,
Let alone
it wouldn't
one.
hurt nobody to say a couple prayers. I say 3 prayers a day. Well, at least 1 out of the 3 I'm supposed to.
What do you, breakfast, lunch, and supper?
For food, yeah, you pray before you eat, yeah.
Do you pray when you get up in the morning?
With dinner, I skip that prayer. When I used to pray, and I'll be the first to admit, I don't go to church like I used to. I need to go more. I ain't going to be no hypocrite on that. But you pray you eat breakfast, and then you pray for lunch. And then I wouldn't pray before dinner, because I knew I was going to pray when I went to sleep anyway, and I thank him for it then.
So, was there a limit on how many times you can pray? I mean,
No, there ain't no limit. That's just, everybody get their own personal schedule with the Lord. Everybody gets just whatever it is you go schedule in general, whether it involves good Lord or not. Everybody gets their routines now. That was mine.
yeah, I understand your thinking. I already talked to God twice today. He is not going to hear from me again.
Well,
I mean, if you called me 3 times,
he's going to
today,
hear from me again before I go to bed. He knows.
What if you? So you're going to bed and you're doing your prayer, and you say, "Thanks for the food I ate 3 hours ago."
I thank for dinner and thank him, if I die for a week.
Couldn't you just do one prayer?
Pray my soul, Lord, take. What?
What if you just did one prayer at night? You did a prayer, and then you just kind of thanked him for everything that happened that whole day. You didn't have to do a morning prayer.
Well, that seems kind of half measures to me right there.
Because you're close to how many times a day do Muslims are they supposed to pray?
I don't know nothing about that. You need to go ask one of them. I don't know. You go to that mosque I have here, they love it when people come by and see it that aren't, throwing something at it, tearing it up, whatever. They happy to answer any questions. I ain't gone yet, but
just seems like you're getting close to that number.
I don't know what their numbers are.
I'm not saying if you're Christian and you pray like 5 times a day, you automatically turn Muslim. But nobody knows the ways of the Lord either. So I'm not going to say it doesn't turn you Muslim.
Oh, hell, it don't turn. I ain't Muslim. I ain't turning Muslim. Don't matter. I can pray 100 times a day. 2 times a day. Don't matter how many times I pray. It ain't going to turn me Muslim.
All right.
Well,
I was just saying maybe I'll throw the brakes on a little bit.
I'd pray the way I pray. Muslims do whatever the hell they want to. That's fine with me as long as they ain't blowing nothing up. And I know that's a bad one. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be racist. I know there's bad Muslims that do that, and some of them here in Murfreesboro are just fine.
Maybe what you ought to do since you pray, since your prayer schedule and average Muslim's prayer schedule seem to be lining up.
Look, if I get down on that ground, I ain't getting back up at this age. It ain't happening. And the Lord don't need me groveling at his feet all the time. And I'm not saying that's what they do.
I was just going to say you can find a Muslim prayer buddy.
I don't need no Muslim prayer buddy, and I don't need no prayer buddy in general.
Well, they can
when
help.
I pray, it's between me and the good Lord, and that's it. Don't bring up Muslims in that. I don't want no Muslim in between my relationship with my Lord. You understand that?
I'm saying since y'all both praying at the same time of day.
It ain't the same time of day. They up at the crack of dawn, ain't they? What time they get up?
I don't know.
I don't know nothing about Muslims. Neither one of us do, so let's just not talk about them.
I am an American, Jackie, and lack of knowledge on Muslims does not mean that I cannot speak of them. I can give you my opinion of Muslims, whether I know a damn thing about them or not.
Well,
that is in the Constitution.
It's in the Constitution. You're right about that. I know some Muslim people come here in the store.
Thomas Jefferson, he said he knew Muslims back in. He was like, these Muslims, they're something else.
Yeah.
And y'all can say whatever you want to about them.
That's what he said back in. Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
I don't know if that's in the Constitution or his diary or he said it to somebody, but it's...
Well, back in the Founding Fathers, there's diaries count just as much on a lot of things, except, what's his name? Cotton Key. Franklin. Ben Franklin. No, the rest of them, not him.
Why, his diaries don't count? He's the one that knew when to plant the fields. He knew all the limericks.
He was always trying to be smart about something, this and that, and the rest of them took it seriously.
You think everything Benjamin Franklin said was just having a laugh?
Well, that's what the almanac, all funny little stories he tell, this and that. That's
so
what I'm saying.
You don't think a caterpillar, how big it is, that don't say nothing about how cold winter's going to be?
All right, I know what you're saying. I thought we was talking about Muslims anyway.
So you're saying Benjamin Franklin, there's some truth behind that almanac stuff. You just didn't like his attitude, the way he
I'm not saying it ain't got nothing to do with whether I do or not. I'm talking about them back then. Or me, for that matter, either. That's just how I feel about it. I ain't going to listen to that stuff, but old George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and...
they took themselves more seriously. Yeah. They weren't impish.
They didn't look foolish, drinking... People made whiskey bottles and stuff out of Ben Franklin. Yeah, cork come in his head. That right there.
They did that out of Elvis. That's in a George Jones song.
Well, yeah.
That's why George Jones is better than Elvis.
Maybe I did one of George Washington, too. I never did see him as a bottle. But I saw old Ben Franklin.
So you don't like anybody that made a bottle out of?
I didn't say that. It just makes you seem less serious.
What about Mrs. Butterworth? Does that automatically negate all her work in the fields of breakfast science?
I don't know what Miss Butterworth did or what she didn't.
Well, she
made good syrup, pancake. That's good. That's credit there, right there, being a good cook. Lord knows I do that personally myself. I got a little bit of a.
I just figured her syrup was so good, I made a bottle out of her to memorialize her after she died. So whenever you have breakfast,
that's what they did with Colonel Sanders. Same sort of thing. He ain't a bottle, but they got his face on everything else.
So when you sit down, you'd say your breakfast prayers. You can look at that bottle of Mrs. Butterworth when you peek out your eyes just to make sure nobody's coming up on you.
Huh?
And you get remembered about.
I thought you said I ain't gonna be praying with no Muslim. There ain't no reason to peek during my prayer.
Are you saying Mrs. Butterworth is a Muslim?
Miss Butterworth is dead in the ground. A bottle ain't gonna attack me. Bottle ain't gonna blow nothing up.
So you're saying you would only peek if you were praying with a Muslim to make sure they weren't.
If I didn't know him well. I don't know what he's going to do. I'm just saying, if it's a strange Muslim, I ain't talking about the doctor that comes in the store. He's a nice fella, and he goes that and I ain't got nothing against him. He seems like a nice fella. Or the guys that run the cigarette store.
Right, where you get your cigarettes.
Well, you got them, and there's a doctor that comes in. They seem fine to me. If it was one of them and they wanted to pray, I wouldn't tell them they couldn't. But it ain't something I ain't gonna seek out either. Hey, let's pray together, Muslim friend. I ain't gonna do that. There ain't no reason to do that. But if I was sitting down praying and there was a strange Muslim I ain't ever seen before in my life put the carpet down, get down there, I don't know what he's about to do.
You're saying you're just in your house praying, and a Muslim man comes up with his prayer rug, starts praying. I'd be more worried that just somebody just walked into your house.
I don't know where it is at. I guess it'd be at home if I had syrup out for pancakes. Yeah, I'd be at home. It could be in a restaurant.
Well, wait, your prayers, you pray in the morning when you eat your breakfast.
But sometimes you eat breakfast at Waffle House or wherever else.
Hardee's,
yeah, that's good.
Sit down there with them other old men running your damn mouth. Think you know everything.
Well,
I wish some Muslims come down there just to shut y'all up.
Oh, hell, I know all of them. I'd pray with them and not be worried about it. It's more about a stranger than it is Muslim, all right? That's what's more about just somebody I don't know.
Maybe you need to invite some Muslims into your little Hardee's prayer breakfast.
They
buddies.
don't want to have nothing to do with it. It's just separate, different beliefs. They don't want to have nothing to do with it, and that's fine.
Maybe you could take a poll. Make people vote. Say it out loud. You just assuming they all racist that hate Muslim. But
well, I'm glad you brought this up, and I don't know if you can get on the web. Somebody showed me on there the Muslim country singer. There is one. He's on YouTube's, and someone put it on our thing.
Oh, really?
And he sound pretty good. Because we asked about that a long time ago. We said,
what
anybody
did he
know?
sing?
I don't know what song it was.
What
It
was
sounded
his
like
name?
a country song, though. It sounded like any other country song, except he's just,
Where was this? On our Facebook?
book fake, whatever the hell it is.
I need to look that up. Okay, we'll get back to this. Our country Muslim.
But there is one. We were asking a question. I said I'd listen to it. Somebody put it somewhere, and it sure enough sounded country, and it wasn't bad. Wasn't bad at all. Sounded like country on the radio.
Oh, man, it'd be great to have them do the national anthem on our 1-year anniversary show.
If we could track him down, I wouldn't mind. Again, I ain't going to pray with him. I cover my eyes up when I pray because I don't know this fella. He may sing as good as any other country singer, but I don't know him personally. So I'd peek a little bit. But he'd be fine. Come on, show, sing a song. That'd be great, yeah.
So that's our 1 year anniversary coming up next week,
That's
folks.
next week, yeah.
Next week.
And
our
if
1
I
year
open up,
anniversary.
if I open up with a prayer, if it's just you and I here, I ain't gonna peek. I'll bow my head and close them eyes.
I'll knock you over the head, steal your wallet.
Oh hell! You worse than any Muslim. You right about that, except bad ones.
I like to think I give most Muslims a run for their money.
Well,
A lot of stuff happened this week, Jackie. I mean, we could sit here and keep talking about prayer syrup for a long time.
right.
I mean, we just did. But so much news. There were elections last week, Jackie. There's breakthroughs in diplomacy with Iran.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise in the news.
Yeah.
Country Music Awards.
Oh yeah.
CMAs.
Yeah.
Guns and Ammo magazine.
Yeah.
Scandal.
Yeah.
Joe Biden did some dumb stuff.
Well, that's every week.
Any of that you want to talk about first?
Well, I got to do my sponsor first.
Oh, you want to start off with the sponsors?
The way I do it, because I sit there. Here's what I like to do: is people say, "Why come you do?" Sometimes at top, and sometimes I
says that?
forget. Just people ask me the sponsors. They said, I thought you'd say it then. And I
When?
said no, and I
Like
just,
they're like, are you gonna do our sponsor ad before or after you run down Muslims, Jackie? And you said,
I didn't run down no Muslims. The bad Muslims run down themselves when they blow stuff up. I didn't run them down. I said good Muslims, good, bad Muslims, bad. What don't anybody understand about that?
So how did you explain when we do our sponsors?
If we don't do the sponsors at the top of it, I forget everything I'm supposed to say. Now, sometimes I write it down, sometimes I don't. But we get into fussing and hollering and talking about whatever. Sometimes I'll miss a little something or whatever, this or that. It don't come out right. So I like to get it over with, so then I ain't worried through the whole thing talking about other stuff, how I'm going to do sponsor, whether I do it right or not.
That's a good point. They're giving us $25 to talk about
right, and I don't want to weight on my shoulders through the whole time talk about this. Sometimes I may not get my point across straight. I may not explain how I really feel on a certain particular topic because I'm more concerned about getting that sponsor out, doing it right, and I ain't thinking about what I'm saying.
Yeah, $25 may not mean much to a lot of people, but
this economy, good Lord,
to us it's a lot. I'd go see Thor like 3 times.
What?
I ain't seen it yet, so I don't know if it's worth 3 times.
I wouldn't pay money to see nothing like that.
You ain't gonna go with me see Thor?
Why, hell, I ain't gonna go sit through that.
Hell, you look like Thor's daddy.
Oh, whatever. I don't
you
want
lose
to see
an eye, wear a fancy helmet. You
Yeah,
look like
yeah.
Thor's damn daddy.
Yeah,
Thor daddy.
yeah.
All right.
I don't even know what it is. I don't.
Thor, he got the hammer. He's a Viking god. Hangs out with Iron Man.
All
Avengers.
this funny book stuff, that's all comes out in the movie theater. Used to pay 10 cents to look at it, and now they want $25 to go see it in the theater.
Well, yeah, if you do 3 days.
Well, and whatever. I don't want. It's 3 day plenty in the book right there. Looking at the funny book used to cost a dime.
That's 2D.
Used to cost a nickel.
2D is what that is.
Well, whatever. I don't see if something in a funny book costs me a nickel. Why am I going to pay that much more? How many times more than that to go see it? It's right there in the funny, and I'm too old for funny books anyway. I don't look at those. Why am I going to look at a movie of it?
Do you think anything costs a nickel? Nothing costs a damn
I'm
nickel.
talking about way back in the day. The funny book cost 25 cents, however much. Nickel, dime, 25 cents.
It's like $3.
Well, hell.
$4.
Ain't no funny book worth $3 damn.
A lot of them are.
And ain't no funny book movie worth $25 as far as I'm concerned. Neither of those are my sponsors this week, though, thankfully.
I'm glad.
I don't run my sponsors down. I leave that up to you.
Yeah.
But I got a good sponsor. I don't know how you're going to run this one down. This is about a good sponsor, fine
Let's
sponsor.
find out.
$25 give me this week, and it's old Fraser. So our sponsor this week, Fraser. Watch it on TV. Funny show. been on? Yeah, Frasier.
Frasier.
Yeah.
A TV show? The TV show Frasier.
That's what I said right there. It's TV show Frasier. How many of those is there?
Who give you the money for Frasier?
Mike Beavers.
The cable man?
Worked for Comcast. Mike Beavers. He said, you doing one of those this weekend, happy anniversary. Somebody told him, that's how I got that in my head, told him, he said, happy anniversary on the thing you do. Here's $25 for Frasier. And yeah.
Well, did he give it to you in a professional capacity from Comcast, or did he?
I don't know none of that. He's giving me...
Does he just like Frasier?
It ain't my business what the man likes. He's a sponsor. He worked for a cable company. Said, do one for Frasier for me.
He installs
and I checked
cable.
with him, too. I said, whatever it is he does, he come to my house and help me with the cable box one time. But, I mean, yeah, that's what it does. But he said, do one for Frasier for me, Jackie. Yeah, and give me $25, and that's fine, yeah.
He didn't say when it's on, like what channel.
Oh, hell, you watch Frasier all damn day. You turn TV on. It's on some channel. Comcast got all those damn channels. Frasier's on TV somewhere right now. All he said, do one for Frasier. I said, sir. And I made sure. I said, you talk about that show? He said, yeah, Frasier. Same thing I said to you. What up? What do you think I meant? And sure enough, that's give me $25. So Frasier, watch it on TV. That's my sponsor this week.
I mean, I can't run that down. I like Frasier.
Everybody like Frasier. A little bit of it anyway. I couldn't watch it all day.
Just a little bit of fussiness is good, but you know.
Well, I like his daddy on there and that dog. Yeah, they good. And, he gets him wound up. That's funny. That's how family works,
It's kind of like Duck Dynasty.
Well, no, Daddy is funny, yeah, but them two ain't like that, no.
Well, just families getting along.
Yeah, families fussing and squabbling. That's
what I meant.
That's what every good show is. Pretty much every good. Beverly Hillbillies, Leave It to Beaver, all of them just family. Mayberry, I know they weren't all related, but a lot of them were, and the town was a family together.
Smurfs.
Smurfs?
Ain't they all a family?
I don't know. I ain't talking about cartoons. I ain't talking about Smurfs or Four. Either one of those. I'm talking about good shows like Frasier, our sponsor this week. Watch it on TV.
Well, I got a good sponsor this week too, Jackie.
Yeah.
I guess you may have heard in the news, the golden age of video stores has finally come to a close as Blockbuster Video shuts its doors across America.
Yeah, I remember I used to go there. I went back there before DVD. I remember getting video.
VCR tape.
Yeah, old tape, put it in there. I still watch movies on tape. You can't go
went
nowhere
back
and
in
get
that
them.
dirty room.
Oh, hell. Blockbuster never had no dirty room. You talking about them local ones all around Murfreesboro got dirty room. Blockbuster never had that. That's why I went there.
You in that dirty room, old Jack.
There ain't no dirty room in Blockbuster. You know damn well there ain't. Good Lord. But I used to get my tapes, and then, of course, it moves on DVDs. Is that it? DVDs go in there now. But I guess there ain't no place to get nothing no more. Of course, you got enough channels, you got enough cable. I don't know why you need to get any of that stuff. Don't make no sense to me.
Well, now you go to Redbox, Jackie.
Well, I ain't going to stick my credit card in some machine I don't know for a movie. It don't seem right to me.
Well, there are a lot of credit card thieves who install them little credit card stealers.
That's right.
Up in there. So you don't know, have they got to this Redbox yet?
Yeah, it's true, yeah.
That's why you don't want to go Redbox, Jackie.
I don't. I know I don't. I wouldn't do it. Not for a movie.
You want to go to Slotbox.
What?
TT Slots.
Oh, hell.
New venture.
Enough.
She went around, bought up a lot of used DVDs and Blu-rays from all the video stores closing. And since she's been working with these army of prostitutes here in Murfreesboro, you remember during Halloween they had TT Slots Horror House, where all the prostitutes are dressed up like spooks and goblins and jumped out at you. They
No,
rented the whole
they
house.
did not. It's just a horror house.
Well, that's when it later, after Halloween, they're like, well, we still got this house rented and all these hookers.
All right, I don't want to sit here and talk about prostitutes.
And then it turned into T.T. Slott's whore house.
All right.
But now T.T. Slott is not whoring. I want to point that she is a business leader here in the community.
What?
She may be doing a little madaming. She may be doing a little pimping.
All right, that's just as bad. All as bad.
But what she's trying to do is give these poor Murfreesboro methed out prostitutes a leg up.
I know.
Pull themselves up by their bootstraps. Whatever you're into. If you got the money, they'll do whatever.
Okay.
So, but her latest business venture, like Slot Juice or Slot Cider,
that ain't no business.
is that she's taking some of the money from that. She's gone around. She's bought these DVDs, Blu-rays, and the slot box. She's got prostitutes standing next to every red box in Murfreesboro.
Oh, you talk dirty movies. They standing by the red box giving out dirty movies.
No, Jackie, it ain't dirty movies. It's the same movies you can get at Redbox. As a matter of fact, you can use Redbox to go through and pick out what movie you want. They got a tote bag full of movies. They'll just rifle through that and see if they carry it. So, what do you want? The Heat? What do you want? Iron Man 3? You just let them know, and they'll see if they got it. You know, it's cash only, and then they'll give you whatever, cloudy with meatballs, and go back to your car with you and give you a hand job.
All right, enough. I don't want to hear about this.
Because if your wife has sent you out to get a movie for the kids and like a box of donuts or whatever, you ain't getting no tail that night.
All right,
So
enough.
that's where Slot Box comes in handy. Even the new pope would be like, a man's got to do what he's got to do if he ain't getting none that night. That new pope understands how the world works. He feels sorry for people, and he touches that guy with the head.
What?
He would understand.
All right. You don't.
So it's the same movies from Redbox or Blockbuster Video.
Oh.
It's a good, funny movies. And everybody wants top of the movies that are at the top of everybody's list. Except you can get sexual favors with them.
Okay, enough. I'm not going to sit there and listen to you.
Like you'd go to Blockbuster and you'd say, what have they got in here that's funny with some zombies in it or whatever? I'm looking. And you'd be like, I'm going to get this big box of bite-sized Butterfinger. Same principle. I'm going to get this pack of Twizzlers. But it's like with Slot Box, you get the movie and you get a little sucky.
All right, I'm not going to sit on here. You're not going to endorse prostitution on this. I ain't going to be affiliated with that sort of thing.
Primarily, I'm endorsing the movie selection. Which is it's a lot. She's got a lot. She carries a lot. Mostly things she picked up on clearance from closing video stores. But it's more than you think she would have. If you think there's no way this hooker standing next to this 7-Eleven has got in her bag the movie I'm looking for, you will be surprised.
Enough.
7 out of 10 times.
I don't want to hear about no slot box. Enough of it.
She ain't gonna have like no cult classics or nothing like that. But, if you want something that come out in the last 2 or 3 years, I mean, she's got that remake of Total Recall. Like, she told me, she gave me the $25. She said,
I don't care what she's got. It don't matter what her or any other prostitute's got. It don't need to be discussed on this.
Be sure and tell them, every girl I send out, in her bag is a copy of the Total Recall remake.
Enough.
So she wanted me to be sure and point that out.
All right.
All right. Well, I guess that's it. So that's Slot Box. So our sponsors this week are TT Slots.
That ain't our Slot Box. Ain't our sponsor. Fraser is.
Fraser and Slot Box.
No, sir. Fraser.
Slot Box.
That's it. Fraser
and Slot Box.
No.
Why can't Fraser and Slot Box?
Because I ain't going to have anything to do any sort of affiliation with prostitution, and that's it. I repeat myself over and over. It don't make no damn difference to you.
I don't see why you cannot see that she is becoming one of the most prominent female leaders.
Oh, that ain't no legitimate business, and you know that.
She dabbles in the prostitution game, but for the most part, she is a legitimate.
Want to hear about no TT
inspiration.
slot or no slot box, slot juice, whatever slot it is. I don't want to hear about it no more. Enough. Fraser, that's it.
What do you want to talk about now, Chris Christie fat?
I don't know.
They put him on a cover of Time magazine, said he's as big as an elephant.
Well,
that's funny.
Yeah.
They say magazines are dying, but as long as
if they keep that up, if Time magazine had just put fat people on the cover and called them elephants, it wouldn't be on its dying legs. They started doing that a long time ago. Make people. That's how like all them. Every one of them magazines in the grocery store keep going all the time. Star,
yeah,
that's
Inquirer,
that's all that's on there.
Look at these beach bodies.
Look how fat this one is. Women pick that up all the time.
And so Time magazine, they always had to be like, oh, look at us. We're about whatever, smart stuff.
If they won't stay in the magazine game, they're going to have to learn different. Looks like they're learning.
Looks like they're learning. Sometimes people just want to look at a fat ass.
Well.
Call them out. People want to feel better about themselves, and they standing in line in a supermarket carrying a load of frozen lasagna and some Mrs. Pie Ladies, just meringue and just some goop and glop, and they're going to stick it all in their mouth and slide down their throat and get fatter and worse off and unhappier. And sometimes while they're right before they pull the trigger on that transaction, they like to see somebody fatter and worse off than them.
Yeah.
And who is worse off than a fat governor of New Jersey think about running for president? Is there anybody's life more miserable than Chris Christie's right now?
I can't think of one soul.
He's about to commit. He's seriously mulling over the idea of spending the next 3-4 years fighting with Rand Paul. That's what I'm about to do. Let me just see if I can get attacked by the Tea Party and Rand Paul. I want Rick Perry to make fun of me for the next 3 years.
Yeah.
That sounds awful. You think he's big now? You wait till about 2015.
He gonna give him a lot of ammunition, just a lot much more to go after. Ain't enough of him to fight with as it is. Too much, as some would say, but he's going to be a lot more.
If he eats his feelings now, can you imagine with these sons of bitches coming after you? And just like what a terrible life. And then you got to take on whatever Democrat, whoever that is, Hillary Clinton, all her mafioso buddies.
I wouldn't wish that on nobody, no.
Gunning for you.
I know people don't like Chris Christie.
They say he ain't conservative enough.
That's what they say, but if that's as conservative as we're ever going to be able to get, then I say you take it's lesser than how many ever evils there is. If you want a Republican in there, he's closer to one than Obama or Hillary Clinton will ever be. And people say, oh, he's fat and he's this and he's that, and they give Obama a hug. But, like I said, he was, that's a traumatic experience going through what he did. You just hug anybody come see you.
It's like at a funeral. You don't know who you're hugging.
You don't know. You grab a hold, cry, hug, whatever you got to do. And I don't know why anybody hold that against him.
He don't know. I mean, somebody shows up at a funeral like, I'm sorry about your mama, Dunlap. And you go, oh, I know. And you put your arm around them later. You're like, who was that? It's like, oh, that's that child molester. Oh, did he know my mama? What's he doing at this funeral? I don't know. He just showed up.
Yeah. That's the same as hugging Obama.
Now, somebody could take a picture of me hugging that child molester, and it'd be like, oh, Dunlap loves child molester so much, he give him a big hug.
Yep.
Front page of the newspaper.
You don't know that child molester any more than you know Obama.
I know him a little more than I know Obama. I went to school with him. But, I mean, we didn't like him back in either.
Oh, yeah.
We knew something was off. It's like a wolf pack smells something wrong with that one wolf.
All right.
the one that they is going to turn on them
Yeah.
and destroy the pack from the inside. I've been reading a lot of wolf fiction online.
What? Wolf fiction.
There's a community where we all write stories about the wolf pack.
What?
They're sort of these.
That's the reason I ain't ever gonna have no computer. I
They-
don't want to have nothing to do with it.
I mean, it's about it's like the politics.
I don't want to hit.
And there's adventures, but there's also politics, and there's also sort of the sexual politics. Of
All right.
This wolf pack, and they're not on the earthly plane. They're on another dimension, but they travel through that. They don't and on that dimension. The wolves are at the bottom. They're trying to work their way up the animal kingdom.
Are you done talking about wolves? I got Animal Planet for that. I don't need no computer, and I don't need you to talk about it. What I'm trying to tell my fellow conservative Republicans, or at
Animal
least
Planet is nothing like
all
this.
right, whatever. I don't want to hear about wolves for the next 30 minutes. What I'm trying to say, if you want to get a Republican in the White House, you really ain't but one choice. And that's old Chris Christie. He's fat and he hugged Obama. But you got to look past a couple things to get something in there, because Rand Paul ain't ever going to be president of this country, and neither is Ted Cruz. They just ain't going to happen. So look into your souls, look into your heart, do whatever you got to do.
It's funny you bring this up, because when I had Fur Patch fall into a canyon,
Well,
Fur Patch was the leader of the wolf pack.
all right, I don't want to hear about no wolf.
Well, that's when Patty's come up. He was the one that they smelled weakness in. But Patty's,
Is that the child molester wolf?
no, he wasn't a child molester. They just smelled weakness in him.
Understand.
I left that up to the reader's imagination.
All right, I don't want.
The people in my group have been very encouraging about my stories.
All right. Y'all read them. Don't tell them to me. I don't want to have nothing to do with it.
Maybe I'll start a separate podcast.
Well, do it.
For my wolf
Do
fiction.
it. It's fine. If I don't have to be there, it'll be just fine. I don't know how to work the computer to listen to it anyway, so I got an excuse.
Terry McAuliffe is governor. That's some of them Clinton people.
Well, yep. That's that mafioso you talking about.
Democrat.
Yep.
No telling how many people she had him murder.
Yeah.
But he's governor of Virginia now.
Yeah. There's that.
The new mayor in Boston, this is a funny story. Is he new mayor or did he get reelected? No, he's new, right?
Hell, I don't know.
I don't know. Boston strong. We're with you, Boston, but don't expect me to care who gets elected mayor of you.
Yeah.
But Joe Biden tried to call this dude up and congratulate him, and he just kept calling the wrong number.
That's the luckiest man. Not only did he win, he missed Joe Biden phone. That's like missing a bullet, dodging a bullet right there.
Can you imagine if nobody ever takes Joe Biden's phone call? Because if he gets you on the phone, you ain't getting off.
Oh, with him. He planned that out because they said, well, Joe Biden, which I don't put past him, he called the wrong guy. He called the guy running against him first and congratulated him, thinking he's talking to one who won. And then he called somebody up in the phone book.
He had the wrong number completely. Not Joe Biden, even not the guy's name, Marty. Marty, that's probably right. Hold on.
It's Marty. You just said Boston, Marty.
Marty Walsh.
Walsh.
Marty Walsh is the dude's name. Is that the real mayor of Boston, or is that the mayor of Boston in a Martin Scorsese movie? 'Cause
I don't
Marty
know.
Walsh sounds like the departed mayor.
Well, Marty Walsh, I think he obviously a Democrat. I don't care nothing about, but I give him props for dodging Biden. Good for him. Congratulations for that. I'd
So
be
you think
happy
he
for that
gave
than
him-
winning in an electoral race.
You gave him a wrong number. You think Marty Walsh give him good?
Well, he could go either way with Joe Biden. Hell, you don't know. He's either an idiot or he's an idiot, and you don't want him to get your phone number. I mean, the outcome of whether what happened don't change this.
Joe Biden's the kind of guy you give him the wrong number, it does not slow him down. He starts talking.
This one didn't work. I just try to add this number to it.
However, he just calls numbers until somebody answers.
Yeah. That's our vice president.
Iran, Jackie, are they our friend now? Are we getting conned? Is Obama leading us down a path of friendship with Iran so they can bomb us, trick us, get a nuclear weapon, bomb Israel?
I know this much. As soon as Iran bombs Israel, Obama will be the first one to say he's sorry.
Obama apologized this week.
Yep.
He said he was sorry about Obamacare.
Yep.
He's not, though. He ain't sorry at
Oh,
all.
hell, he ain't sorry.
Things must be getting bad enough they felt he needed to apologize.
Somebody said something to him. Just usual smug self. You know how he is.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. You ain't got
Sorry.
I thought I was trying to get people insurance, not get them off of it. But sorry, I guess it was backwards. I could have swore this was going to give people insurance, but evidently it's just taking people's insurance away. Sorry, I got that wrong way around.
It's your president talking to you. He's apologizing.
Yeah. I thought this way, it was the other way.
He probably thought we were supposed to apologize to him, too.
I think so. I think he's sitting up there right now. Well, where's all their apologies?
That's
and
how
he's got an apology website that don't work, and he gets mad. Don't come back in. Where's my apology at? American people should be sending their emails right now apologizing to me. Well, he's backed up. So he didn't apologize about computers blowing up. It was just because he's taking everybody's insurance from them.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We need to get on this. We're going to fix this. We got a lot of stuff to fix. Websites, insurance, health care.
Supposedly sick people.
Sick people. I think they always said Sarah Palin when she said them death panels. They're like, oh, she's crazy.
Yeah.
I see what's happening now. It's like you can't get on the website.
Nope.
You can't get insurance. You're getting kicked off insurance. All these sick people. Like eventually there's going to be too many sick people to even get into a hospital. Because there'll be like 400 sick people in like 100 hospitals.
Yeah.
I mean, the numbers be bigger than that. I'm just.
Oh, yeah, just around about that. Yeah, I see what you're saying, yeah.
So they'll just have to kill a lot of the sick people. And he'll be like, sorry.
Sorry
I
about
didn't
that.
know.
I didn't know. I thought Obamacare was supposed to help heal you,
help
not kill you.
People get well, but not.
I got it backwards again.
Sorry.
Sorry about that.
And they put them in FEMA camps.
I tell you this right now, everybody got a little upset with old Ted Cruz, but it's starting to make sense now, ain't it? Ted Cruz ain't sorry, is he?
Wait, who's Ted Cruz? Which one was he?
Ted Cruz, he shut down the government trying to stop Obama.
Oh, Ted Cruz.
Yeah.
God damn it. I was looking at Tom Cruise on our list. I was like, Tom Cruise. No, Ted Cruz is somebody. I have already forgotten.
Tea Party guy.
I've already forgotten who Ted Cruz
He
was.
shut down the damn country.
He shut down the government. He filibustered. Let me hold it. Let me see
You
if I got
didn't
the
know
right
who
guy.
he was, and now you're going to tell everybody who he was.
Filibustered the government, right? He stood up there. He's from Texas.
Yeah.
He's that guy.
Yep. That's him. Shut
Man,
down the government.
I blocked him out completely.
Well,
He was completely out of my mind.
I guess Obama, it worked for you. Whatever Obamacare is doing something to your brain, wiping him out. Because people need to look at it. Now, at the time, it seemed, quit doing this. Just stop old Ted Cruz just causing a big fuss. The people out of work, this and that, giving Republicans a bad name, this, that, all that mess. So then, if the guy straightened out, Obamacare started to go through. So you can look at it two ways. He was doing the right thing, or he didn't have to do nothing because it was doomed to fail anyway. Now everybody knows it's just a mess. He was trying to warn you it was a mess. Didn't nobody believe him.
He's got that fish face, right? That like
He kind of looked like a fish a little bit.
sour
Like,
face.
he always wet like a fish, something moisture on him.
Yeah. Yeah, I completely forgot about that son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, well. He was trying to warn us. He was trying to help us, and now look, he's yesterday's news.
Yeah, that's what happens in this country. Obama says he's sorry. It's like, oh, well.
He gets to be president.
Yeah.
Ted Cruz really sacrifices.
I heard somebody,
Whatever he did, and
some liberal on the radio, TV somewhere saying that. Well, Bush never said he was sorry, as if that was a bad thing. What's Bush got to apologize for? Not saying a word just right.
I don't know. If Bush was going to apologize, I mean, who would he even apologize to?
I don't know.
Who is he wronged? I
Well,
mean,
he
maybe
can apologize to the enemy, I guess. Is that what the liberal wants?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the definition of
I
liberal.
know right now Obama's over there telling Iran we're sorry about this, sorry about that. Bush wouldn't do that, no, sir. But some liberal was saying Bush never apologized, like that was a bad thing.
What did Bush get in trouble for? He's going to talk to a group that tries to get Jews to convert to Jesus.
Well, yeah.
But, I mean, that ain't...
That's
He
his
doesn't know where he's going.
Well, when he gets there, he learns, he didn't just run out the door. He said, now that I'm here, I'll go ahead and talk to you.
Yeah, I don't know if did he already give a talk? He ain't gonna, let me tell you, he's going to talk. This is what presidents do. They come out and they talk. They give you a pep talk. They talk like in generalities. It's like a poster you hang up over your desk, the kitten hanging from a tree. It's like, oh, you can do it, or whatever. You won't fall. That's what a president talks. He comes in, he's like, you guys can do it. I used to not be president, and then I was, and I learned how to do it. So y'all do it too.
Yeah.
He ain't going to get up there and say, listen, get every last one of them Jews in a church.
No.
They don't talk like that. Now, I'm not saying you need to go out and talk to the Klan or wherever and give them sort of a empty pep talk and collect your $1 million.
No.
I'm just saying, if you do get tricked into going to a place that not everybody
He gave them the same speeches he give everywhere else he went.
Yes, and he's not he doesn't know. Car pulls up, he gets out, he goes in there, he's got his stack of cards, he eats some chicken, he gets $1 million.
Yeah, that's what.
He does not want Jews to go to church.
Probably.
Maybe. I don't know. I ain't going to put words in his mouth. But he didn't apologize for that either.
Nope. He ain't going to either.
Nope.
Jews,
Jesus, whoever. He is not apologizing to you.
Nope.
Obama probably already apologized to him. Sorry, Jews. Sorry, Jesus.
Yep. That's how his day starts.
Neither one of you is getting health insurance.
Well, Jesus wouldn't need it.
He doesn't need it.
No. What else happened this week? What else you got on there?
Let's see. Let me get this napkin here. I went to Hardee's this morning and jotted down some ideas.
Well,
Ted Cruz really just completely did not ring a bell.
I said something earlier about him. He gonna run for president.
I didn't
Paul,
hear that.
Ted
Rand
Cruz,
Paul, Ted Cruz did not.
Chris Christie.
Did not jog my memory at all. I was trying to think of that guy, that little skinny guy from New Orleans, Louisiana.
That's
Bobby
old
Jindal.
Bobby Jindal, little old Bobby Jindal. Yeah.
Didn't that son of a bitch drink all that water on a speech?
Yeah.
What was that guy's name?
I can't remember. Rubio.
Marco Rubio. These are the people that's running for president,
Yeah.
right? More than likely. Who else we got? Anybody? We need to do a roundup. Who's running for president? Get ready. Get everybody ready.
I'm getting ready. I tell you who I think's on a chance, but people gonna do what they're gonna do no matter what.
Who's that?
Just whoever.
I thought you were going to tell us who you thought had.
Well, Tea Party don't want to have nothing to do with Chris Christie.
Oh, you think Chris Christie? Oh, okay, you think that's the only one.
That's the only one I think got a chance of beating old Hillary. They done run Rand Paul and Ted Cruz in the ground.
Tom Cruise, Jackie. Tom Cruise said
Tom
that
Cruise.
he apparently said that making movies was as hard as fighting in Afghanistan.
What?
It was in a deposition he give
Tom Cruise?
the movie star.
I know who he is, him.
Not Ted Cruz. Who is he?
I know who Ted Cruz is. You're the one who don't know who Ted Cruz is. I
He's
know
a
who
senator,
Tom Cruise.
Right? Not a He's like in the Senate.
He's
Really?
Texas. Wow.
Huh. Did not.
I like Ted Cruz okay. Tom Cruise never cared much for him.
You don't like any Tom Cruise movies?
I don't want to one I sit all the way through. I sit through a few of them over years. You didn't have no choice because he's in every damn movie for the past how many years. Everything everybody wants to go see with the Top Guns. I remember he always had to learn something before he's in a movie. Learn how to do something. He played pool.
Right. Yeah,
Bartender.
learn to play pool. Yeah, learn how to bartend.
And he raced car.
Learn how to race cars.
And he's a fireman.
Learn how to put out fires.
Yep. What else? A cook.
Learn how to cook good.
I can't remember all of them. He's a veterinarian.
Vampire. He was a vampire.
A vampire. Learned
how to be a vampire, I guess. No, but he did. I remember Entertainment Tonight did a story on him. He was learning how to sleep upside down. He wasn't drinking blood, but he was only drinking like dark red drinks, like beet juice and a Hawaiian punch.
He put himself through all that stuff. Always none of it worth it either. Really, if you think about it.
I don't remember. Do you
It
remember?
I don't remember none of them movies. I remember him reading about him getting ready to do them and this and that, but I don't remember nothing. That's what he did. He's a vampire. He's a waiter, whatever. But I like the only one I race cars tolerable because you got old Fred Thompson's in that one. And he's always good. I like all of his movies. Usually Fred Thompson's in it, besides a couple. And old Robert Duvall, I like him, the race car one. But the best one I remember is was Away Far. They have horses in that one.
Ireland one.
Far Away, Way Far, something like
Yeah. That's a good one.
That's the one with the most horses. That's the reason I like that one.
It probably was not as hard making that as being in Afghanistan.
I don't think any of those is. I mean, number one, he got a point, and then he makes it hard for himself.
Sure.
Put yourself through all that for a damn movie.
But it ain't.
But in the long run, you're going to sit back and think, I did what?
Was anybody trying to kill him, Mo? Nobody was trying to
Nobody's
kill him.
trying to kill him, no.
I mean,
Nobody's shooting at him.
No, unless
when you
he
trying to
leaves-
learn how to spin bottles real good behind the bar, ain't nobody trying to shoot at you.
No, like if he was doing that in Afghanistan, like out in the middle of a
Now that'd be
field.
something. That'd be something right there. Then he'd have a point.
Yeah, nobody's shooting at Tom Cruise until he tries to leave Scientology.
Yeah.
Guns and Ammo magazine got in trouble this week because somebody on the editorial board wrote editorial something, said, hey, let's just talk about this gun control stuff a little bit. Maybe we need an honest and open exchange of ideas. Pissed them off.
Yeah, that's not the place for that conversation right there. Excuse me. I'm trying to look at guns. I don't need to be reminded why Obama's trying to take them away from me.
That'd be like if you put out a magazine that was about babies and just pictures of babies, but then the editorial was all about how
Abortion.
Yeah, everybody's trying to kill
Yeah.
or kidnap your babies.
Yeah. Like that, I see it in the Kroger store, cat fancy,
Yep.
picking up cat fancy, looking at picture of pretty cats. There's a whole article about drowning them in a tub.
That's not what you read in that magazine
No,
for.
sir. No, sir.
Now, you can work for Guns and Ammo, I guess, and be like, oh, maybe we need some restrictions on her. But you don't want anyone to know you feel that
No,
way,
hell no.
or you will get fired.
And that's what happened.
I mean, you can read Guns and Ammo and be like, I don't know that maybe it is too easy for people to get guns. But I wouldn't tell anybody else that reads
I
Guns
keep
and
that
Ammo.
to myself, yeah. You may sit there and think, look at an article, this, that, and go, why the hell are we putting this out in public for people to buy? What is wrong with us? But you keep that to yourself. Maybe look for another job before you open your mouth, if at least.
Google did not put up a little funny Google picture talking about Happy Birthday Marines.
What?
Google. And the CMA Awards made fun of Obamacare. That's pretty funny.
It was good old, what's his name? Paisley?
Yeah.
And what's her name?
Carrie Underwood.
Carrie Underwood sitting up there at a computer. It wouldn't work for him. Neither of them really need health insurance, but that wasn't the point of it. The point was it's funny that they can't get it, even though they want it. They don't need it.
It blew up in their face.
Blew up in the face. Didn't work.
And they looked like had all that blackface on, like Julianne Hough.
Yep.
And everybody laughed, even Hootie.
Hootie knows what's funny.
Well, he knows in that room he better laugh.
Well, yeah.
On TV.
Well, we having a good time. Country music's like family is what that is. That's the last, where anybody cares about what anybody says anymore. That's country music. That's it. Does any rappers care about what other rappers say anymore? Unless they tell them I'm going to shoot them.
Well, I mean, you can't just say country music. I mean, I don't mean rapper. You gonna think I'm being racist? What about what other kind of rock and roll music? None of them care what any other them say. Nah, rock and roll music doesn't exist anymore.
Well, whatever it is, whatever crazy kind of music comes out of the radio these days, nobody gives a damn about the other one. Country music's still family. Country music's still
they're competitive yet still family.
That's right.
I think there's some of that in other musical genres. I'm sure Katy Perry and Lady Gaga call each other up and give each other little pep talks.
Well, they don't do it in public. If they did it, there'd be naked people all over the place or whatever doing it.
Yeah.
So, ain't the no kind of family I won't be involved in.
Ted Cruz, really just completely out of my mind. And that was just like, 3 weeks ago?
It's 'cause you smoke all that stuff, all this stuff. Can't remember nothing.
What happened with Syria? Is that still happening?
I don't know.
What was happening before that? Egypt was bad, right?
It's always bad over there.
And then the government shut down, and I guess that wasn't, everybody's like, well, it wasn't as bad on the economy as we thought. So what were we listening to everybody fight about for? What? We just are wasting our time.
Yeah.
It all means nothing.
Somebody needs to tell this country that. Somebody needs to tell Tom Cruise.
I was going to hunker down and finish my Wolf Saga.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's here. Holtzclaw's new album, Chili Room, Pussy Room. It's here, it's released, it's on iTunes, CD Baby, Amazon. Go get it. It's got the theme song to Red State Update, Tasty Sorghum Biscuit, along with like 20-some other songs. So, new Holtzclaw, Chili Room, Pussy Room, Holtzclaw, Holtzclaw, Holtzclaw.